Welcome to collage video. We are now on part 4, and this is going to be adding additional texture to our existing artwork. So we added in um, the vignette, and we looked at the history panel, and we noticed that we can have, like, this is what it looks like with without the vignette. This is what it looks like with the vignette. This is the original. um, so the next thing that we're going to do is add in some texture from outside photos. So I'm going to go out to Google, and I want to take a look at some different kinds of texture. So literally I typed in texture background, and what this is going to give me is a feel. So I'm going to be able to see the texture that you can kind of see on these images here. And it's also going to give me a little bit of the hue that's from these textures. So, go after the one that you like. Think about the colors that are going to be displayed. If your picture is light, you want to darken it, maybe something like this. I just like this right here, so I want to experiment with this one. So I clicked on the thumbnail. I'm now looking at the larger size. I'm going to right click and copy image. And then I'm going to go back to Photoshop. And then I'm going to paste the image in. I'm going to do that with a Control V. But you know that you can do that with easily with edit, paste. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but this fell, it didn't paste where I wanted it to, so I just want to make sure that it's on the top layer here. And I'm going to Control T to transform it, or edit, transform, and then scale. And then I'm going to scale it to cover the entire picture, and then double click. Okay, I'm going to hide my history panel over here. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is kind of like put it where I like the way that the texture looks. If I need to resize it, I can do that. And then once I have it in place, then I'm going to start with my blends. So I know that this, I'm thinking like something darker with this might look good, but I'm just going to kind of go through. If I screen it, whew, um, do like a soft light on it, maybe an overlay. So you can see like all of these different things that I'm getting. And I'm not stuck with it this loud. Like if I wanted to and I liked this difference, for example, I'd drop it down and have that shown through. But I really do like the multiplier, the darken for this. So I think I like the multiply better. And I don't think I want it to be as dark as it comes at full. I like that. So that's one thing that I can do. I can also add a mask and get my black brush. I'm just going to pick a nice soft brush. So it's about 900 pixels in diameter, and then my hardness is set at 0%. I'm just going to kind of like, again, just let it bleed through, get rid of some of it, arbitrarily picking areas. And I want to go get another texture. So I'm going to go back out to my Google, and I saw one that I really thought was kind of interesting for my topic, and I liked this one right here. But again, like all of these, like I could play around with these like a lot, and it's so easy to do that. You can just pick more than one, or you can pick multiple, and pick and choose what you like. So just experiment with this. I'm going to right click on this image, copy image, go back to Photoshop and paste in my image. Again, Control T to transform it. And again, it can be warped. It's not going to matter really. What matters is that it shows up the way that you want it to show up. So if you want to have more of this flowery stuff, or if you want to have these running vertical instead of horizontal lines. You can flip it. So it's really like, how do you want it to show up on your picture, insofar as it having a texture to it. So you double click once you've installed it onto your picture to get rid of the transform, and now you're ready to blend. And again, you can do combination blends and add in your mask. Get your brush, it doesn't have to be so there. Okay, again, I just want to kind of expose that berry a little bit more. Yeah, so that's bringing in some textures. So I want to go back to my history. I'm going to take a picture of this and then just kind of compare, make sure I'm not getting off base. So this is with our vignette. That's just with our texture. This is our original picture. So we're getting there. So you can keep on going with this. You can bring in other pictures. And at this point, what I want to do is I just want to kind of give this a border, I think, and put our Bible verse on it. And that would be finishing out the project. So again, lastly, the last two things we did was we brought in some textures, and we used our blend tools as well as our opacity levels for these layers, and then brought in some masks and got rid of some of the texture to make it blend in with the layers below it.